Guy, firstly, congratulations on the win and happy birthday.
Thank you.
The game today had some interesting facets to it, and one of the things that I found really interesting was the way that Lauren Nicholson and Michaela Cann were working together throughout the game. How's that developing from your perspective?
Yeah, well, as I said from before, that's what they were brought here to do. I mean, look, Loz is obviously a gun player and hugely important to the Flames, so she's kind of got the quiet leadership by example part to her, and then I suppose Michaela's a bit more vocal that brings people together. But as I said, I think that they settled the group down pretty well, those two, and Keely, and then getting an experienced guardian and Ollie. But even that, I mean, we had Grace Berger coming in, and the same thing happened with Dee Richards last year. We lose the import right before the start of the season, and it's just such a disruption. So I can appreciate, as the head coach of the program, when you drop games and people aren't happy or say this or say that or whatever else, but it is really hard to get the mix of things right and to get the understanding and cohesion right. And so it's not as though you can just throw a team together and it's good. So if you change an import late, it takes a long time to work your way back through all the steps that you need to get the team at a good level again.
Now, talking about changing the imports late, while Olivia hasn't necessarily been scoring the way we may have expected her to, she's been contributing a lot in other ways. Are you satisfied with the way that's been helping the team, get to the results like tonight?
Well, we saw some great assists and some really clever steals and how quick she is with her hands and that sort of stuff today. I don't think she's hit a basket in 3 of the games she's played, so her shooting's not there yet. When we lost Grace to an injury, and actually Keely helped us with the recruitment of Ollie, because they played together at Canberra before. Ollie hadn't played for a month, and she was upfront to let us know, look, when my last season finished, I've done nothing. I really wanted a break. And so she let us know, but it was going to be hard to get a better player than her available right then and there, because Europe's starting, Asia's starting, everyone's playing. So she was the right player to get. But yeah, she hadn't done anything. So, she's got a long way to go, actually. I think she should get a lot better.
You just touched on Agnes. You had 37 bench points tonight. Obviously, a huge chunk was unique. But what have you liked about Agnes and Izzy Morgan coming in?
The energy that they bring and the defensive application. So I really trust what they can do there. Obviously, it's their rookie year in the WNBL out of college for both. So there's been some nerves and other things to kind of work through. So I think that game's a great confidence builder for both of them. But through their work that they did in the preseason, they've certainly earned their spot in the rotation.
Just going back to Agnes, it was her first game coming off the bench tonight. Do you think that the college seasons of being under Tara Vanderveer and Mark Campbell has helped prep her so she can watch the game and observe before going in and having an impact like tonight?
Watching her college team, they were one of the few teams I feel, because college basketball is a very different style, and her college team played much more of a fever style game. And so when I was watching her play, I thought that she would make that transition pretty well. But actually, look, I go back a long way with Agnes, because when I was coaching at the Melbourne Boomers, I had her as a development player before she went to Stanford, or a training player or something. So we connected back then. And then COVID hit, and she didn't even know if she could go to college or go to Stanford. And we were obviously trying to keep her around, because we thought way back then when she was only 18 that she was going to be a great player. But anyway, she got to college, and Stanford was a good program for her, but hard to get a consistent opportunity, and then transferred and did great at TCU.